Hi guys, this is my tutorial on how to make your eyes look bigger, and I've struggled with like really tiny little beady eyes and they don't stand out, and I notice in videos when I watch them back like my eyes look really tiny. I've been watching stuff and I've been changing up the way that I do my makeup in order to make my eyes look that little bit bigger and just to stand out and look really bold and bam and here's my eyes. And I wanted to show you guys the things that I've been using. I will insert a picture of before and what my eyes kind of look like before, and I did one eye so that you can see the difference between that one and the other one. This is obviously the final look. This is what it looks like at the moment when I finished everything. And if you want to see how to have your eyes be like bam, the center feature of your face, if they are really small, then this is how to do it, and just keep watching. Hi, so the first thing I'm going to do to achieve the bigger eye is actually apply some concealer, like lighter concealer just underneath my brow bone. I'll probably do the whole thing on one eye and then I'll do it on the other eye so that you can see the difference. So I'm just going to use a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and go in with a concealer that is a bit lighter than my normal under eye one. And it's the MAC's NC42, and I'm just going to like run that underneath just there. And what this does is it just makes your brows a little bit more prominent, highlights the under area a little bit, but also gives the highlight something to stick to. So I'm just going to start by doing that, and I'm just going to do it on this side first, and you can just blend it in with your fingers as well. I'm going to actually do this whole look with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette because it contains like a bit of everything that you could possibly need. So it's got like a crease colour, it's got a highlight colour, it's got a colour that you can use underneath the lid. I may change it up a little bit as I go, but the first thing I was looking for is like an all over light lid colour. So I'm actually going to use this champagne-y colour just there. And the problem is that I find when you've got small eyes and you do certain things, it actually makes your eyes look a little bit more closed up. But what we want to do is make the eye look a little bit rounder and a little bit longer as well. So I'm just going to go in with that champagne-y colour and use that all over the eyelid just to act like a base so you can see what I'm doing. So there's no colour to it, it's pretty much the same as the skin colour. But I'm just going to put that all over the eye first. Next thing you want to do is go in with a very, very light transition colour. So I'm actually going to use the one up here for that, which is very, very brown. It's just to define the crease slightly. Just going to tap that off and work that right into the outer corner of my eyelid. And not going in too far, because that's usually the problem, is we end up going in too far and that actually closes up the eye again. So I'm just going to put that into the outer corner. You can go in about halfway, maybe slightly more than halfway. And what you're slightly doing, I mean, what I tend to do is go above my crease a little bit just to make my crease look a little bit higher up than it is. That way your eyes are automatically going to look slightly bigger. Just remember to leave some space underneath your eyebrow for a highlighter, because I will go in with a slightly brighter highlighter after this. Then what I'm going to do is use the white up here, the long white one, just to put that into the inner corner. Or not the inner corner, not to put this in the inner corner, but just to put this on the first third of the eyelid, just to make the inside corner look a little bit brighter. And that already makes the area look a little bit brighter than the other side. And you can push that colour across a little bit. Next thing I'm going to do is just put a very light brown. So I'm going to take this brown at the edge and just use that to kind of go in the middle of the two colours that we used before. but just careful to kind of blend that in to the outer part of it. And this is a very, very neutral kind of eye look. We don't want to do anything too excessive because it's meant to just open up the eye and make everything look a little bit brighter. So next thing I'm going to do is go in with my liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to use this, start really thin, and then get the line thicker and thicker and thicker as I go towards the edge. And that is the absolute key in making your eyes look bigger. Okay, so you can see what I've done there. Really, really thin line, gradually winged it out and left a big fat gap underneath. So you can see that the line is getting thicker and thicker and thicker. Next thing I want to do is just wing this out a little bit more and then just connect everything. And just colour it in. And you can already see that your eye looks absolutely huge. You don't have to wing this out as much as I have. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. Sometimes I just like to go for something a little bit more extravagant, and other times I like to kind of tone it down a little bit. So depending on what you want to do, but that is a general technique, and you can put the line as far out as you want to go, but just make sure that it's really thin and in line with your eyelash line, and then gradually get the gap bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's kind of the best way that I found to do it. Next thing you want to do is actually put white on the inside waterline of your eye, and this is just to make the white part of your eye look a little bit bigger and make it look like there's more of it. So I'm just going to fill that in and then show you what it looks like. And obviously you can't leave a big fat white line like just under your eye because it looks really weird. But now what I'm going to do is actually like a little trick that I've been doing quite a lot recently. So you've got this like big fat white line under your eye, and what I'm going to do is just where you would normally put like a pencil eyeliner and smudge it out, or eyeshadow and smudge it out, I'm actually just going to put a brown line like underneath the white, just a little bit further down than I would normally make it go, and I'll show you what it looks like as I'm doing it again. And I don't tend to go all the way in, I just sort of leave it about there and just attach it to the brown. And don't worry if the line's really harsh, because I will go in with a brown eyeshadow and just kind of blend that out in a second. So brown eyeshadow, I tend to use just any sort of natural brown. I'm going to go in with something a little bit darker than what we've used before and go in with this brown here. And I'm just going to take that onto the smudgy brush and just make that brown blend in a little bit, just on the outer corner. So it looks something like that. Just gonna fix the edge of like the wing because I'm not liking it fading. If it fades, then you can do what you need to do to fix it. Next thing I'm gonna do is add quite a shimmery inner corner highlight, and I love using MAC's Retrospect. I'll show you what it looks like. So MAC's Retrospect looks like that. It's a really nice shimmery goldy colour, quite a lot of shimmer that actually does show up, but I'm just going to put that onto the right in the inner corner there. And just bring it down like a little bit underneath. Next thing is curling the eyelashes, which is a massive thing. And then I will go back and complete some more on the eyeshadow. And I'm just using my Body Shop one. Few pumps and then move it away. Few pumps, move it away. And go in and do it again if you want to. I know some people tend to heat their eyelash curlers to make the curl stay. And I found actually, I think that's quite a dangerous thing to do. But if you want to be risky, then go ahead, but you might burn yourself. Curl the eyelashes. The mascara I've really enjoyed using like recently is the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Manga. So I'm just gonna put a couple of coats, like a good few coats of that on, and then like I said, I do want to go back in and like finish the eyeshadow. And don't forget to like go all the way to the ends of your eyelashes, because people like just worry about the base and they don't actually make sure that the ends are coated. Coating the ends is going to make your eyelashes look even longer. And that's what they look like. Don't forget the bottom lashes as well, because you just can't miss those bad boys out. I tend to use a different mascara. I use the YSL Baby Doll one to do that because I just find the brushes a little bit easier to work with. And I'm just going to do that on the bottom lashes as well. Next thing I'm going to do is, like I said, just finish off a little bit of the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use that slightly darker brown that I used for underneath the eyelashes, and I'm literally just going to put that right at the outer corner of my crease. I mean, that's pretty much all I want to do. I don't really want to do much more than that. Just right at the outer corner. If you go in too far, you're going to make your eye look a lot smaller. I think you just want to do it right on the outer bit. The highlight I've been absolutely really loving is, I do like this one from the Chocolate Bar palette, but I just find on my skin tone it doesn't actually come up that much. So I'm just going to take MAC's Rice Paper because it's like the best thing in the world. And because you put the concealer on earlier, it should kind of stay on. And you can see now that eye looks a lot bigger than that one. And that is how you make your eyes look bigger, just using makeup. I've had to do this because my eyes are actually really, really small. And I notice when I film, unless I do this sort of makeup, my eyes just look really, really small on camera. And then I'm really jealous of like everyone else that has really big eyes. So this is how you make your eyes look bigger. You don't have to do exactly what I've used. You don't have to use the products that I've used. You just have to do the basic, just keeping the dark shadows on the outside, using a lighter waterline colour, making sure that the dark liner doesn't go all the way in, and just using lots of layers of mascara and making sure you curl your eyelashes, because that is going to make a huge difference. That is what that looks like. I'll just do the other eye and then come back and then I'll show you the final look. Hi guys, so this is the finished look. This is what my eyes look like after I've finished the other one. If you guys like this video or you found it helpful, please share, comment, rate, subscribe, and leave comments below. Let me know what you think. And if you thought it was helpful and you think somebody else might benefit from it, then please let me know. I've also done another video on how to cover under eye circles, especially for girls like of our skin colour, other skin colour, and just how I generally cover up my under eye circles. Mine are horrendous. Regardless of what my face looks like now, my under eye circles are absolutely horrific. And I'll prove it in the video and show you what everything looks like, but I've also done another video on that today using the same kind of techniques that I always do. But I just wanted to explain a little bit more detail because I've changed up a couple of products that I'm using, and I just wanted to know what you guys think. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, like, and I will see you in my next video.